Saving money for a minor goal, such as a new television or a vacation, or a larger one, such as a down payment on a house, is not quite easy. We all know temptation is everywhere. Things like cupcakes and cappuccinos will try and get in the way of our financial goals, won't they? If you're wondering how to save more money, why not look for hacks? Little efforts can add savings and motivate you to develop a new habit. Today's video will cover money-saving tips to help you turn your spare change into real cash. Without further ado, let us begin. Number 1. Set savings goals. Why do you want to save money? Do you want to buy your first house or a new car? Are you thinking about starting a family? Perhaps retirement is approaching and you're carrying a financial burden. No matter why you want to save, the first step in making your savings dreams come true is to set personal savings goals. Developing a clear objective to strive toward can help you keep motivated and on track. When saving, it's essential to be clear and realistic. Set a particular goal, such as save $500 for a down payment on a car by the end of the year, rather than a broad aim such as save more money. It's also important to look at your current finances and set goals that you can reach. Setting overly high goals can be discouraging. Number 2. Pay off debts. What should you do if you have a lot of debt and you're trying to save money by making a budget? We recommend starting with the debt. Do you still need convincing? Okay, add it all up and you'll see how much you're spending each month on debt service. That's certainly a big amount. By paying off your debts first, you can save money on interest payments and free up more of your income to spend towards your savings goals. Also, the psychological boost you get from paying off debts can help you stay motivated and on track with your financial goals. You can get out of debt in several ways, such as making a debt repayment plan, combining your debts, or negotiating with your creditors. Remember that by paying off your debts, you can create the framework for improved financial security and make it simpler to accomplish your savings goals. Number 3. Automate savings. Savings automation can be an excellent tool for supporting you in achieving your financial goals. You may ensure that you consistently save a percentage of your income by setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account. This is especially helpful if you find it difficult to save money on your own or have a habit of spending money as soon as you receive it. Automatic savings is particularly convenient because it requires no effort on your part. You don't have to remember to send money manually or consciously decide to save each month. Automating your savings can also help you save more money over time by allowing you to take advantage of compound interest, which is the interest earned on your savings plus any further interest earned on that interest. If you save $5 daily and invest it in an account with a 10% annual return, you'll have $330,000 in 30 years. And that's with only saving $5 a day. Over time, daily saving and investing is very effective even in a lousy economy. Number 4. Make use of the 50-20-30 budget rule. What exactly is the 50-20-30? This is a budgeting rule in which your paycheck is divided into 3 groups. 50% is assigned to needs and essentials, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. Some people can benefit significantly from the 50-20-30 budgeting rule. It's convenient to have categories and amounts predetermined. If your annual take-home pay is $50,000, the sums would be $25,000 for necessities, $15,000 for non-essentials, and $10,000 for savings. Spending only 50% on necessary expenses like rent, food, and transportation isn't going to make it in pricey locations like San Francisco and New York. If this is your situation, you can set aside amounts for each area depending on your income and necessary expenses. This budget framework effectively keeps you on track with your financial goals. Number 5. Maintain a budget. Do you spend far more than you should? It's all right, we've all done it. However, it's time to get back on track. Saving money can be challenging, especially if you tend to overspend or have lots of costs. But we have the perfect solution for you. It's a no-brainer that budgeting is an excellent strategy for saving money. A budget is a plan that describes your income and expenses and allows you to manage your money better. Following a budget will enable you to track how much money comes in and goes out and makes adjustments as needed to guarantee that you're saving money. Making a budget is straightforward. Nowadays, numerous tools are available to track expenses. What matters is that you stick to your budget. Only then will you be able to reach your savings goal. Number 6. Try out the 30-day rule. What exactly is the 30-day rule? It means that you must wait 30 days before making a non-essential purchase. Mind it, guys, we're not talking about essentials like food and clothing here. The 30-day rule is one of the fantastic money-saving techniques since it reduces the desire to buy. Many of us buy because we're bored, upset, lonely, or for reasons other than necessity. When you add time to the urge to spend, especially when it's as lengthy as 30 days, you're likely to forget most of what appeared essential to buy today. A less extreme version of the 30-day rule is to sleep on impulse buys before making them. Many of those impulse purchases will seem less appealing and less valuable after a good night's sleep. You'll have more money left over after a month if you buy fewer non-essentials, or for the first time, money is left over instead of you falling deeper into debt each month. The choice is yours. Number 7. Use cash when shopping. Do you want to know a few reasons why using cash when shopping may help you save money? Firstly, your spending is restricted by cash. When you pay in cash, you see exactly how much money you have left. Once you've spent it, there's no more to spend. This makes sticking to a budget easier. Because you have to part with physical money when you spend cash, it forces you to consider more thoughtfully whether you need something. This can help you detect unneeded costs and make better financial decisions overall. Remember that using cash certainly helps with credit card debt reduction as well. Paying with cash rather than credit cards reduces your chances of overspending and incurring credit card debt. However, occasionally, cash is not the most fantastic option, such as purchasing online or traveling abroad. As a result, you should always stick to a plan and keep track of your spending. Number 8. Switch to a high-interest savings account. Most savings accounts provide interest rates that are pretty much the same as putting money under your mattress and hoping it increases. High-interest savings accounts will help your hard-earned money grow. Furthermore, the minimum deposits are as cheap as $1, so there's no excuse not to open a high-interest savings account. It pays an interest rate of 2% or greater, while traditional brick-and-mortar banks often provide very low interest rates that rarely reach 1%. You can compare the different savings accounts available from various banks to determine which is the best fit for you. The good news is that opening and maintaining a high-yield savings account is simple, and it only takes a few minutes to set up. We highly recommend this so you can earn money passively over time. Setting up passive income is the magic formula for getting rich. We hope you know that. Number 9. Downsize your vehicle. With fuel prices rising, it makes sense to trade SUVs and trucks for more competent, smaller cars. If you need a truck for your job or a minivan because you have a large family, that's a separate thing. However, many of us are just used to big vehicles. They are undoubtedly expensive to purchase, maintain, and fuel. This means you'll have less money to save in your bank account. Consider other countries in Europe and Asia and the size of the cars they drive. It is undoubtedly possible to downsize your vehicle. All we need to do is shift our mindset. Number 10. Minimize eating out. Eating out can be costly in terms of money because it's more expensive than cooking meals at home. When you eat at a restaurant, you're paying for the meal and the restaurant's overhead expenditures, such as rent, utilities, and staffing. Furthermore, restaurant portions are generally more for a single serving than what you'd make at home, leading to food waste. Going out to dine with friends is always enjoyable, but don't make it a habit. Eating out can progressively erode your income without your knowledge. As a result, rather than eating out regularly, you should make your meals at home. Furthermore, home-cooked meals are significantly healthier. Also, avoid purchasing coffee from pricey coffee places such as Starbucks. Instead of paying $5 to $10 for a cup of coffee at a coffee shop, you can prepare it at home for less than 50 cents. That said, dining out is still pleasurable and meaningful and should not be abandoned. However, it should be done cautiously to balance our social and economic needs. A final thought. When it comes to personal finances, the times we live in require more and more of our creativity and sense of what's needed, so it's important to use hacks to save money. So that's all, folks. These are some of the money-saving tips we recommend. We hope you found these useful. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to The Growth Mindset. Thanks for tuning in.